Welcome back to how to turn your log cabin into a surfboard. Before we act though, we have to make sure that this log cabin isn't the birthplace of an obscure historical figure or anything, or we could get arrested. Who the blazes is David S. Terry?
David S. Terry, lawyer, judge, politician, gold miner, soldier, astronaut, and psychopath, was born right here, inside, back in 1823 or something. He moved to Texas as a young boy and considered himself a Texian until his timely death, which I'll come to later, because I'm reading his story in chronological order. In 1855, David S. Terry was nominated to the Californian Supreme Court. His first order of judicial business was to stab the leader of a vigilance committee through the neck with a Bowie knife, his second favourite weapon. A couple of years later, he rose to Chief Justice and was involved in another altercation when he murdered Senator David S. Broderick in a duel. He wasn't arrested, but lost his place as Chief Justice due to the conflict of interest with being a murderer. Where else would a cold-blooded killer go but back to practicing law? Interrupted briefly when he joined the Confederacy during the War of Northern Aggression. After the war, he was a lawyer once again and represented a charming young lady named Sarah Althea Hill. She claimed she had been secretly married to multi-millionaire and moustache wearer William Sharon. Through David S. Terry, she sought to validate her marriage, get a divorce, and receive half of Sharon's wealth and moustache. But during the trial, love struck, and Terry, who was 25 years older than Sarah Hill, married her. Judge Stephen J. Field threw the case out as David S. Terry led the witness to the altar. The newlyweds were none too pleased with Judge Field, and in 1889, Terry and his wife had a chance encounter with the judge and his bodyguard at a railway station restaurant. David S. Terry slapped Judge Field twice and was instantly shot to death by the bodyguard. Mrs. Terry was committed to the Stockton Insane Asylum in 1892.
And she died in the asylum and was buried with David S. Terry and his first wife. Talk about three's a crowd. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, we can't knock down this log cabin because of its historical significance. But there's plenty of other historical log cabins that aren't listed in the historical register. Like this one over here belonging to one of the presidents, James K. Polk. Nobody's gonna miss his birthplace, and we need a surf.